I'm going to try to say this as cordially as possible, Madam Chair. I'm lucky, and I talk about this all the time, I'm lucky to represent northern Minnesota. In my mind, we're the gem of the state. We have the boundary waters, the North Shore, most of the public lands, the forests, Voyageurs National Park, Superior National Forest. And without us, Minnesota would arguably be Nebraska or Indiana. We are the gem of the state. We are what makes Minnesota special, in my biased opinion. I think people would agree. And it's ironic to me that we are having this conversation about broadening the base on sales tax when on the other end, we are doing far from broadening the base on the pain. What we are doing is we are targeting northern Minnesota with these cuts. And I'll just go down the line. Sustainable Forest Incentive Act, it's $5 million in 26-27, $11 million in 28-29. Mr. Commissioner, where are the majority of those Sustainable Forest Act funds going to?
Commissioner.
Madam Chair and Senator Hauschild, I would say where the timber is more located up towards the north.
Yeah. Thank you, Madam Chair, if I can continue. Reduce aquatic invasive species, $4.81 million. I think it goes without saying, a lot of the clean water, a lot of the places that we're trying to stop invasive species from coming are in northern Minnesota. I won't ask the question, but a majority of those funds are going to counties in northern Minnesota. We see that from the list. And then we get to PILT payments. Majority of the public lands are in northern Minnesota. The counties that get the most amount of money for PILT payments are in northern Minnesota. We passed a big increase in those during the 23 session that I was really proud of. These cuts that we're making are not broadening the base on the pain. We're not touching LGA CPA. We're not touching property tax reductions for all state residents. We're targeting northern Minnesota counties and northern Minnesota residents and northern Minnesota industries and the protections of our outdoors that everybody gets to enjoy. And while I appreciate the difficult circumstances that everyone is in, from the governor to us here at the legislature, I won't stand for targeting my region for the cuts over everybody else. If we're talking about broadening the base for revenue, we're talking about broadening the base for the pain. And I'm disappointed that this is the proposal because it targets my district. And then let's not even get to the part of my frustration with the seasonal recreation property, which you guys have heard me harp on. We're taking away our seasonal recreation properties from our local school districts in northern Minnesota and central Minnesota. And then lastly, separate from all this, I voted for legalizing cannabis on the predication that we would send it to local governments. That was my amendment. I worked hard to make sure that our local governments got that aid, and now we're talking about cutting it. So to say I'm frustrated, I think is an understatement. I certainly will work with the governor on finding other ways that we can share the pain with everybody. But I just wanted to make it very clear that this is difficult for me representing northern Minnesota because these cuts target my region. Thank you, Madam Chair.